The internet is a helpful tool for people to stay connected, get work done, and even pass the time. Today we're going to discuss the internet and its lasting effects. Though staying connected for some is important, most don't truly understand the consequences that can come from bringing the internet into your home. With portable technology, it has become easier and easier to make it readily available and to become addicted to the items that you see in front of you. Today we will discuss the impact of internet and portable technology on mental health, children, and our need to limit the daily involvement in our lives. Mental health has become such a less taboo subject in our society today. It's become easier to discuss, and there's more and more research out now more than ever. Unfortunately, the internet and portable technology have also made it easier for mental health issues to enter into our society. With the internet comes the use of social media, instant messaging, and video streaming. These forms of internet use are some of the most impressionable on mental health, according to Mary Elizabeth of the Health Daily Reporter. We witness teenagers who are more connected, who are more concerned about likes, their photos reached, as far as followers. We witness teenagers who are more concerned about how many likes their photos reached or how many followers they have, states Katie Hurley from the SciComm. The cyber attention represents only the idea of having friends and relationships and confirmed interaction, where in reality we bring these people into the human world and they forget how to act with other humans, or the interactions that they have, they don't believe them to be true. Furthermore, the internet has given way to the idea of constant comparisons. Every day you go onto the internet and you see this person's doing this and the positivity from that person, and we tend to forget that these people are only posting about the positive things in their life and the only things that are going right. Depression is caused when a child or teen begins to compare themselves to these and feels inadequate or like they are a failure and don't matter. Though mental health awareness is on the rise, teens still have a hard time putting down the technology. According to ABC News, teens born in 1995 or later are considered the iGen generation. This literally means the internet generation. These kids did not have a choice. They didn't have the ability to put the internet down. They didn't have the ability to say no. With teens being so susceptible to the consequences of the overuse of internet, where does it put the children? Where does it put the children who are actually watching this generation? Not even just the children that are in this generation. Did you know that on average, preschoolers spend anywhere from 2.2 to 4.6 hours a day using media? Preschoolers. And this is according to the Campaign for a Commercial-Free Childhood. On top of that, kids ages 8 to 18, their media usage is even higher at 7 hours of media daily. I know, this is according to ABC News. I apologize, CBS News. Welsh continues that with this amount of screen time, kids are being exposed to blue light, which causes issues with sleeping and not being able to sleep, sedentary manners, which means they're developing poor eating habits, and stationary motion, sitting on the couch, not being active, or playing with friends. And it also increases minimal face-to-face interaction. This decreases the ability for a child to learn how to interact with human beings and learn that not all interaction is through a phone or the internet. They don't have the ability to read other humans' interactions or nonverbal communications. A study through PBS by Eric Rasmussen shows that parents are more concerned about the media that is being represented on the actual phone versus the amount of time that a child is actually watching the phone, or the amount of time or the lasting effects that a child could gain from actually viewing the phone or screen, whatever screen that may be. But children need to have the internet and portable media. Unfortunately, children need to have the internet and portable media restrictions applied very early on. Without these restrictions, youth will find themselves becoming addicted and they won't even realize it. So I say it again, internet addiction and social media addiction, they are real things. These are things you can look up. It is an actual situation. Did you know that over 75% of Americans access the internet via mobile devices? And this is according to Mental Health America. This is not computers in your homes anymore. We are physically carrying the internet with us, which makes it even easier to become addicted. We can't put it down. So I say it again, internet addiction, it's real. The definition: internet addiction is an umbrella term that refers to the compulsive need to spend a great deal of time on the internet, to the point where relationships, work, and health are allowed to suffer. And this is also by Better Health. Unfortunately, it's very hard to escape having the internet due to its assistance in work, school, and research. Even if it were easy to escape, the basis of the internet addiction is that it is easy to be accessible, the power of being in control, meaning that you can have it whenever you want it, and it's never-ending excitement. The internet gives you anything that you want, you can look it up, and there it is. However, with the strength to limit yourself and to put limits on others, it is the same as if it were to be substance abuse. You can put down that alcoholic drink and you can overpower your mind and its need for that instant gratification. It all starts at an early age. We must not only monitor the content, but monitor the amount of screen time that we're allowing our children and teens to partake in. It's necessary to set limitations. These limitations are going to assist in avoiding depression and anxiety that are brought on by the pressures of social media and the internet, and the need for that instant gratification. Seeing teenagers more concerned about how many people are following them or how many likes that they have is extremely disturbing, especially when you put them into real life situations and they don't know how to function. Expectations for our teenagers need to be higher. Allowing an obsession over social media and their friends and their likes is a direct road to social media addiction, which plays off of the internet addiction. Our teens and children must learn to live, breathe, and work in a real world society because it's real. We can only do this by making a stand. You have to be We can only do this by making a stand. We have to be the example. Children learn by example. So it's time to put the cell phones down, put the internet away, limit our need for social media. Let's go teach by example.